Okay, guys, Assalamu alaikum. Good evening to everyone. So, I hope that you all are doing good today. And yeah, so I hope I all doing good. So, this is me. My name is Hamrad Ziad here. So, yeah, so this is our first free Islam session. And you know that I have been teaching for about 5 years. And so the reason that I'm doing free Islam classes, one reason I want to widen your knowledge related to Islam. It is not nice. Now, Islam is an important lesson where we need for our O levels. Not only O levels, you need for your life. That means Islam should be there. You should know what is the rules and regulations. Some people, they don't consider. Now, you might have seen certain people, they pray all 5 times, they do everything, but the heart is not clean. So I don't want my students, I don't want you all to be that. You all have to be 100% good. You all have to be 100% perfect. That means, you can't be 100% perfect, but you will try to become, you will try to do it. So that itself make Allah happy. So we have to make Allah happy for these days, what we are living. So what we are doing, we have to be happy, right, guys? So we have to make him happy. So Allah will make us happy. So one of the happiness that I want to share is I will do this until your O levels. You have to be engaged. You have to be 100% with me. You can ask me any doubts. I'll help you for your first term exam. I will be helping you second, third term until your O levels. Whatever the doubt you are having, you can ask me. I am your teacher. You can ask me anything. Got it? So I'll be there for you until the end. Right? So, guys, let's have a good bond and let's start with Bismillah. Right? Okay, so today we are going to study the lesson Akida. Remember, I'm not the person who will read the book. I'm not the person who will just tell you things, but I'll make you to understand in a way of story. Right? Listen to me what is happening right now. So today we are going to study about lesson Akida. So before we study about Akida, let's go to a kind of a story. Let's learn what is an Akida, how the Akida was formed. Right? Okay. Let's say now one day, imagine, okay, I will create some stories which is not true, but to make you understand, I will create it. Don't argue with me. I will create some stories which is created by me in order to make you to understand the lesson instead of by hearting the chapter wise. Clear, right? If you understand what I'm talking right now, say me yes. Glad. Glad, guys. Okay, listen. Okay, let's make it interesting, and you are going to learn with me, you are going to enjoy with me, you are going to do 100% with me, right? Okay, now listen. Now, what is Akida means? Now, listen to me. One day, what happened? Allah created you. Think. Allah created you. Now, you don't know who created you. You don't know who created you. You will first ask, who am I? You will like, who am I? Then, then you will think, what is my duty? What should I do? Now, you are like a doll and you are thinking, who am I? What is my duty? Where is destination? Where should I go? Now you have so much of questions in your brain. So now what is Allah is saying? Allah is sending whom? Allah is sending prophet. He told the prophets, send him the message which is called Aqidah. That means, can I tell you something? Do you have self confidence? You trust me? You trust yourself? No. You say, yes, I can do. Same as that, Allah sent you a gift called Akida. That is, Akida means you have to believe something without any doubt. Akida means what? You have to believe something without any doubt. Now you will ask, what is the thing that I have to believe without any doubt? Then he told that it is Arkanul Iman. It is Arkanul Iman. So then Arkanul Iman means what? What is Iman? What is Iman? Now Iman it's an Arabic term where you call it as faith. You call it as faith. You call it as what? belief. You call it as faith and belief. You call it as iman. Okay, now I told you. Imagine I am telling you. Here, iman. I gave you iman. Then you will ask, what should I believe? Can you send me how many arkanul iman should we believe? How many? Very good. We have 6. That means Allah told, first, trust me. First, trust me. Second, trust the angels. Trust the angels. Amantu billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rasulihi wal yawmil akhir. Which means you have to believe in Allah. You have to believe in angels. You have to believe in books and messengers. Then you have to believe in day of judgment and kala qadar. I'll talk about it very in detail and listen to me, okay? Don't go to write anything. Listen first. I'll tell you. I told you I'll give you the short note. I told you I'll be giving you the model question. Everything will be given. Don't be hurry. Understand what are we talking. What happened? You was created. When you was created, Allah told soon He sent down prophet to what to do? To preach Islam. So the first thing to preach Islam was Aqidah. So what did He say? He told you to firmly believe. Tell it with me if you can't hear. Like it doesn't matter. You are muted. It doesn't matter. Say it say it with me. Firmly believe. What do you do? Firmly believe. So you have to believe something without any doubt. Without doubting, you have to understand. So without doubting Allah, you have to believe Him, His angels, His books, messengers, prophets, rasuls, day of judgment and kala qadar. You have to believe all of them, like 100%. Whoever come and tell you, imagine you have got a friend, you trust your friend more than the other classmates, like that. If your classmates say, see, your best friend told something bad about you, should know. No, my best friend will not do like that. Same like that. Your classmates are like shaitan. They will come and break your good friendship. So, same as that, there are some people who will interrupt your Akida, which is shaitan. You know what happened? Suddenly Allah will put you down. You will, Allah is not helping me. Allah is not doing anything for me. Allah doesn't love me. So this says you don't trust in Akida. So that means you have to trust in Akida. How? Like what? Like you can't separate you and Allah. Like you have to be a bond. You should have a good bond with Allah, where I can't come and separate you both. So that is, you call it as Akida. Guys, did you understand the term what is an Akida right now? Akida means, remember, the firmly believe. You firmly believe something. That means what? Firmly believe and accept. Yes, this is. Yes, there is Allah. You have to accept it. So firmly believe and accept without any doubt. You call it as what? Akida. Did you understand what is the term Akida right now? Yes? Okay, now listen. What is the Akida means? Understand. Allah told, believe me. Then I told, listen. Then He told, okay, Allah, I'll believe you. How you should believe? Like no one can separate you. And also, you should accept it. He is the God. You have to accept Him. He is the God. If you accept Him as the God, if you believe Him 100%, then you are achieving what? You are achieving the Arkanul Iman, which is the 6 beliefs of Iman. So you have to believe all 6. You say, I'll believe only Allah. I can't believe angels. Can you tell like that? Can't. You have to believe each and every one. You have to believe all of them. If you believe everyone, which is given by Allah, then you are accepted as whom? Muslim. You are getting a title Muslim. Until that, do you get a title as a Muslim? Are you considered as a Muslim? No. In the name Muslim, you are not a Muslim. That means you are Muslim only, but you are not a Muslim for Allah. Do you understand? Do you understand? So that is what they are saying. Now, did you understand the term Aqidah? Now listen to me. There are 2 terms. Now, the Aqidah that you are studying, no. Aqidah that you are studying, no. We call Aqidah what we study as Ilmul Aqidah. We call it as what? Ilmul Aqidah. The Aqidah that we study in the book, we call it as Ilmul Aqidah. The Aqidah which is given by Allah, we call it as Aqidah. Did you understand? Did you understand? There are two differences. One, the thing that is given by Allah, we call it as Aqidah. Aqidah, which is in your book, that is we are studying right now, we call it as Ilmul Aqidah. You know, how did the Aqidah created? First, the Aqidah was created from the root. Now think, I have a mango tree. How did the mango tree came from? It came from the mango seed. Same as that, Aqidah also was created by a root. We call that as Aqda. We call this as what? Aqda. So from the Aqda, Aqidah was created. Now you are believing Allah. No, I say you as Aqidah. You two people are believing. That means singular or plural? Plural. So plural of Aqidah, I call it as Aqaid. I call it as what? Aqaid. Listen to me. Listen to me. You have a mango tree. The mango tree is going to grow, which means the mango tree is grown by what? By the seed of the mango. So which means Aqidah also grown by a seed, which is the root of Aqidah. We call it as Aqada. If you are believing Allah and all six Arkanul Iman, we call it you as a Aqidah. You're trusting Aqidah. If 2-3 people in the community, the whole community is trusting the Arkanul Iman, we call it as Aqaid. So Aqaid is the plural term of Aqidah. Clear with that, guys? Clear with that, guys? Understood the differences? Yes. Got it? Right. Now, write by yourself, will you? Write what is Aqidah in yourself. By yourself, write it. You are going to write it alone. See how you are going to write it. See your improvement. How you will write? What is an Aqidah? First write, what is an Aqidah? Do you have the tute with you? I send the tute. I don't know whether you have taken the print. Yes. Okay, good. Like good. Right. In that part, can you feel it? What is Aqidah? Tell me, what is Aqidah? Aqidah means what? To firmly believe. What are you believing? Allah. And accepting Him as a God. To firmly believe and accept without any doubt. That you call it as Aqidah. This is the only definition will come to your well. This is the only definition will come to your O level. Don't worry, you won't get any other, like, grade 10 also has a different one. But why do we want to waste our time by studying 2-3 things and making our brain as a fruit salad? Just learn what I'm telling. Okay? Yeah. Aqidah means what? Did you write the definition? Aqidah means to believe, or you can write it by yourself. No worries. If you write it by yourself, I'm not going to care. It is correct. Yes. If it makes sense, then that's correct. How do you write? To firmly believe and accept without any doubt. That you call it as Aqidah. Now write. Aqidah means what? Aqidah comes under what? Arkanul Iman. What is Iman? Faith, belief. You call it as what? Faith and belief. Then you can write under Arkanul Iman, there are six things. There are 6 main beliefs. What are they? Belief in Allah, belief in angels, belief in books, belief in prophets and rasuls, belief in day of judgment, belief in Kala Qadr. Take out your CR book and write them out. Write them out by yourself. Yeah. You're not going to you're not going to get help from any textbooks. Write by yourself alone. You are learning something alone. Right. Then after that, right. Aqidah, put something like this. Let me draw it properly. Put something like this. Let me show you. Put Aqidah. Put Aqidah like this. And show like this root. Put it as root. Root means we write it as what? Akada. So put here plural. Let's put it as plural, which you can write it as what? Aqaid. You will write it as Aqaid. Then after that, you have to write the Aqidah that we study. The Aqidah that we study. What is that?
ilmul Aqidah. Now, can you tell me? Now we are studying the hadith. Now we are studying certain things. No, now certain things. Now life things and what Prophet did and everything. No, so this is ilmul Aqidah. Now, what the Aqidah that we study, we call it as ilmul Aqidah. Remember, this ilmul Aqidah came from based based on Quran and Sunnah. Based on Quran and Sunnah, you are getting the Aqidah. Understood? So, Ilmul Aqidah is based on what? Quran and Sunnah. So, whatever things that is mentioned in the Quran and Sunnah, you are calling it as what? Ilmul Aqidah. Clear? Understood? Yes? Got the idea? Got the idea? Right. Guys, if you have done writing, let me know. Let's move to the next part. Now we have to talk about the 6 beliefs, the main 6 beliefs in detail. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Okay, done writing. Very good. Right. Good. Good. You all are super energetic kids, huh? Not like others. Glad to see you all, huh? Yeah. Okay, guys. Look here. Now what is happening? Under Arkanul Iman, the first person whom are we going to study? Maliha, I told Arkanul Iman. Under Arkanul Iman, I mentioned it as, six main beliefs. That is Allah, angels, books, messengers, and Rasuls, those things. Huh? Yeah. So, look here. Now, listen to me. Listen to me. Now, first thing that we are going to study in Arkanul Iman is belief in Allah. Okay. Let me talk about Allah. When I talk about Allah, I feel goosebumps. And you have to think about Allah and listen to me, okay? Now, when you talk about Allah, okay, what do you call him as? We have only one God. We call it as what? Oneness of Allah. We call it as what? Oneness of Allah. What do you mean by oneness of Allah? Very good. Yeah, yeah. We call it as Tawheed. Why do we call it as Tawheed? Because he is one. Is the only person. Is the only person to create the universe. Is the only person to create your heart, your systems, your everything is created by him. So the first thing you have to remember is Tawheed, the oneness of Allah. Then what do you think? His names. His names, what do you call it as? Asmaul Husna. So Asmaul Husna is the beautiful name of Allah. Yes? Then his attributes. Now under Asmaul Husna, you get different meanings. That means the characters. 99 characters of Allah is mentioned in Asmaul Husna. So the beautiful name, his attributes. And he is only he's alone. We call it as what? Al-Rab. What do we call him as? Al-Rab. Al-Rab means we call him as what? Alone. He is alone. He's the only person. And we can write, he's the creator and he's the true owner of the creation. Understood? So instead of Al-Rab, I can call it as Ilah. I can call it as what? Ilah. Ilah means alone. And I'm teaching you different terms. Al-Rab, alone. Ilah means alone. So there is no God but Allah. Did you understand? Did you understand? So that is about Allah. Right. Let's move to the next person. Who is the next person? Believe in his angels. Believe in his angels. Okay, guys, let's come to the angels right now. Now, when you talk about angels, can you tell me angels are made up of what? Angels are made up of what? Very good. Angels are made up of light. Jinns, fire. Yes, they are made up of fire. Can you see both of them? Can you see both of them? Can't. Okay, do you know something like this? Okay, you have angels. No, let's forget about angels. Do you know that jinns are living with you? Do you know that jinns have, like, family like you? Do you know that jinns have, like, now if you cry, have you felt heat? Like, I'm not scaring you, okay? Have you felt heat? Like, once you cry, like, you will like feeling like fever, but not fever. That means the jinn is hugging you. I think it's azan. After azan, I'll continue. Huh? Is it azan? If it is azan, let me know. I'll continue after that. Yes, yes, it is. Yeah. You all are from different region. No? For me here it's azan. So after that I'll continue. Okay, don't think me bad. Okay, right. Write the things will you write about Allah will you until the azan over. Okay. So apart from your lesson, I would like to share you some, creepy things. Like, do you want me to? Yeah. Recording is sent. Okay. I'll share you some things that you know, or maybe don't know. I don't know. Okay. Let me share you some things. Now, let's say, for example, now when you talk about jinns, these jinns are living with us only. They can see us, but we can't see them. You know what? You know, Shaitan is belong to which group? Angel or jinn? Shaitan is belong to which group? Jinn, right? Now, why did the Shaitan told Allah, I can't bow to the man? Why did he tell? Because he told that this is just a piece of clay. I am a fire. So he started comparing like that. No, but you know what is the reason? Shaitan doesn't like that. Now, does the Shaitan is visible to our eyes? Is the Shaitan is visible to the eyes? No, right? It's not visible to our eyes, no. So now what do we like? Some people are telling me it is in the mirror form. Like, guys, if it is mirror form, leave the meeting, join back. If not, use another device. Okay. Some people's device it will not support. I have no idea, dear, because maybe I'm using the spotlight. Maybe I guess for others it's same way, no. Same way only. You can leave and you can see. Okay. Look here. Now what is happening is Now, now the Shaitan told that he can't bow to the man because the reason why he was like saying, I am not visible, I am invisible. It's visible. He can go to school, he can do everything, like everything visible, no? But for the Shaitan, can he do something like that? Can't. So that is what the reason. The Shaitan doesn't like the man. He wants to disturb us. He wants us to distract us. So there are good and the bad Shaitan. So I mean like good and the bad jinns. So Shaitan is going to be the bad jinn. A good jinn which is in the mosque. Have you seen have you like the people who go for Jamaat? The people who go for the mosque daily, they will have noticed, okay, they will have noticed what? So what will happen? They will notice some like some things are moving here and there, and there will be someone is taking wudu, and all of them will be done. Do you understand that? Got it? So those things are taken by the charge of jinns. Angels. What does the angels do? Angels will have different duties given by Allah. Can you tell me the main angel that is like very close to Allah? Very good. Jibril alayhi salam. So Jibril alayhi salam, and there are more angels. They do the duties of Allah that is given by Allah. Clear with that? Understood that? Got the idea? Right. Got it now? Right. So that is about angels. Right. Let's move to the books. Let's move to the books. Now, when you talk about books, now you know that when we talk about books, now what do you mean by the books? The special books, we call it as what? Now, hadith also can be taken as books. So, hadith and everything can be taken as the books. Now, other than books, you know suhuf? Do you know suhuf? Do you know suhuf? You know what is suhuf? Ajara, I'll tell you. No worries. Okay. You know what is suhuf? You know what is suhuf? Listen to me. Now, suhuf means something like this. Now, let's say, for example, Now, when Ibrahim alayhi salam, when Seed alayhi salam, when all these people comes, Allah sent them a transcript. Transcript means these are the tasks. Today, go and tell these people. Next day, do this one. Like there is a task letter is given to the all the prophets, and what is good, what is bad, advices from Allah. Everything is given in the Suhuf. Right now, it is a message. It is a message that is given by Allah to the Prophet. We call it as Suhuf. Now, after the Suhuf, the final book, which is sent, yeah, which is sent to the Prophet, you call it as Quran. So, Quran is the final book which is sent by Allah. Now, do you know? I'm not discriminating anyone. Do you know these Bibles and all? Have you ever seen that? And have they told you something like this? Have you heard? Like they say for the, like we use Adam alayhi salam, they say Adam, we say Dawood, they say David, they say what do you say, Maryam, they say Mary. Have you got some contrast between them? Have you seen some like similarities between these things? Yes, no, you have seen the similarities. What similarity? You know what happened? Those people took our suhuf and they started writing their own way. Now day by day they are adding things which is from the Quran. That's why they put to the head. Like we cover our head, no, they also cover their head. So they also cover their head because of what? They took the piece of suhuf. Do you understand? A part of suhuf was taken. So do you understand? So I'm not discriminating. I'm saying something similarity can be seen during the period of Isa alayhi salam. The suhuf was like what? It was taken. It was sent to different people. People started writing some, they added their things. Their own knowledge is being written on that combination of suhuf. So that is the reason that they got what? They received the, that's what the Suhuf was not sent to the Prophet, no. The Prophet directly got the Quran. Why? Suhuf went wrong, so he want to give the final message to the people. That was Quran. So that is about Quran. So now what do you think about Quran? Quran gives you what? It's a guidance. It's a guidance of book. It is a guidance of book. What else? It's a word of Allah. Yes. Yes, Hashim, that's correct. Now, at the meantime, I'm seeing your messages, okay? So sometimes I will miss on, don't think anything. Um, no, I'll take that later. That is out of box, no? I'll take that later. Okay, now look here. Now, yeah. So now when you talk about Quran, so Quran is the final revelation. Can you write it under Quran as final revelation? Yeah, we have to write it nice, huh? You have to be an English medium student. You have to know English to write. Don't write the broken English. You are just underestimating yourself if you write it in the broken English. So write it as final revelation, which is sent by Allah to whom? To Prophet. Yes. Hmm? Yeah. Okay. Now tell me, who is the friend of Quran? Who is the friend of Quran? The things that is not mentioned in the Quran is seen by something else. What is that? Who is the friend of Quran? Always with the very good manal. That's correct. We call it as Sunnah. So Sunnah and Quran are like best friends. Sunnah and Quran like what? Best friends. So whatever the things that is not mentioned in the Quran, that is seen in the Sunnah. That is seen. And whatever the things that is not in the both of them, we see in the Hadith. But I can't 100% say hadiths are good. There are authentic hadiths. There are hadiths that is created nowadays. Like they create, they like earlier they used to do something else. Now today they say something else. Like I was like, what? Now if I tell you something, if you tell you something, now I recently came across with a hadith. Okay, it's not a hadith, or I don't know what is that, but they told something like this. Now usually, how do you take wudu? How do you take wudu? You will put to your head and you will cover nicely and you will go respectfully. No? But nowadays, one hadith came, they told that it doesn't matter that you are naked, it's same. You can take wudu. See how the modernization has come to the hadith. So that's what I told you. You had to be very careful. You have to be like, you have to see whether it's an authentic hadith or the hadith that is coming to destroy you. So you have to think well and you have to decide. Not every hadith is a hadith. Some hadith can, but influence you. It can take you to a different path. Did you understand? Clear with that? So we have to understand now. Sunnah Quran cannot be changed. Hadith can. Why? People create. Now you go for the Jummah Masjid. You see, some people create that is by them, like it is created. So we have to know which is authentic, which is not authentic. Not everything we can believe. Whatever the things that is already said by Prophet is supposed to believe. So whatever the Prophet told, you have to believe that. Whatever the things that comes now, don't believe. It is a sign of what? Qiyamah. It is a sign of what? Qiyamah. Right. Okay. So did you understand what is the Allah's book? Okay. Now let's come to the messengers. Let's come to what? Messengers. So the messengers can be called as two ways. One, you call it as prophets. Other one, you call it as what? You call them as Rasuls. You call them as prophets and Rasuls. Now, when you talk about prophet, prophet means you get a stage. Rasul means he is the person. You say, I don't know, but I'm like telling you with overconfident. You say, Dudargal. They say something like that. Dudargal means what? They came to tell you a message only. Prophet is not like that. Prophet means he came to do with you. He is there to control you. He will tell, no, it's not. You have to do this. Like that is done by the Prophet. Rasul mean what? He will not be with you forever. He will tell you something and he will disappear after a few days. That is Rasul. Do you understand the difference? So Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was a prophet as well as he was a Rasul. He was a Rasul. Yeah, something like that, Hashim. Like head prefect, prefect. As you told, I told you. Okay. So that means prophet is the one who will be with you throughout your life. Like he will live like you. He will do everything according to you. And he will show you what is good and bad. That is prophet. Rasul like what? He will come suddenly. He will tell something. He will disappear. Like that is Rasul. Do you understand? So we had more than like, thousands and thousands of Rasul. But the prophets were accepted. How many prophets that is mentioned in the Quran? 25 prophets were mentioned in the Quran. So you have to understand the prophet. Now, I'm not, prophet is good, Rasul is bad. Not like that. Don't think me bad. Prophet means the thing that is accepted by Allah. Allah liked them very much. And Allah liked the Rasuls also. The Rasuls were like kind of a people who send you message and go. Like, WhatsApp group. In the WhatsApp group, only Eid Mubarak will come. Eid Mubarak people are there. No. Once in a lifetime, once are like, you don't know who is that even. That person will send you Eid Mubarak. One picture or one thing will come. So that is like Rasul. Prophet, he will stay with you and he will tell you what and good and bad and he will go. Understood the difference? Got it? Right? Okay. So now tell me, who was the first messenger? I mean, like, not the first prophet, huh? Not the first prophet. Can you tell me who was the first messenger that was sent to you all, like to tell you a message? Who was that? Who was the first person? Do anyone know? Nuh alayhi salam. Nuh alayhi salam. That is Amir. That is angel. Huh? Nuh alayhi salam. You know Nuh alayhi salam? Nuh alayhi salam story? Yeah. Can someone tell me Nuh alayhi salam story with one word? What is the story of Nuh alayhi salam? Yeah. What is the story of Nuh alayhi salam? Yes, very good. It was a flood. So sudden flood, then he made a ship and he went, and that is about Nuh alayhi salam story. Got it? So that was the first thing that happened. Then after that, only one people came. Jibril alayhi salam is a angel, dear. He is not considered as a prophet. I'm telling among the prophets and rasuls, who was a messenger. Clear? Got it? Right. Okay, got it. Right. Now listen. Okay, can you all tell me about the last day? What is the last day? What is the last day? So now we have to study about last day. Tell me about last day. Yeah, we call it as Kiyama. Can you tell me some signs of Kiyama? What is these people are doing? Do you know something called homosexual? Do you know something called homosexual? That means what? A girl and a girl is getting married, a boy and boy is getting married. So this is a sign of day of judgment. Then you see, Saudi Arabia, it was a desert, and what happened? It turned into green, which means it's a sign of Qiyamah. Yes. Then what else? What else? You see the Palestine people? Yeah. So in the Quran, it was mentioned many people will die. But yes, the Nile River will dry. Yeah. Increase of sins. And you know one thing, there will be majority of the girls will be there, like in the world majority of the girls, only like few males will be there. All these girls will run for the male, that they will run for the male. And the rising of sun from the west, still it didn't happen. That is the day that you will understand what is happening to the world. Now what is happening? Tall buildings, you see tall buildings. Nelunkuluna is there. See, Nelunkuluna is there. Whenever you see Nelunkuluna, you have to remember, Kiyama day is coming. Yeah. Yes. So what happened? So these girls will run behind one boys, fighting, divorce, murdering, all will take place. So when these things take place, you are going to end your life. You are not no more. So that is the last day. So that is what we call it as what? Qabr. So Qabr is the place where we go. Now tell me, what is the first question that we ask when we inside the Qabr? There will be some people coming and asking, okay, get up. Yes, they will bring a checklist. Who is your God? Did you pray? Who is the messenger? They'll keep on asking you around like only few questions, huh? Yawjud Mawjud, you know Yawjud Mawjud is with you, man. You know who is Yawjud Mawjud? People say Yawjud Mawjud means the short people, big people. Okay, there is nothing like that. Yawjud Mawjud means the people who are right now killing the small kids and all. Those are the Yawjud Mawjud. Those are the people who are killing y'all. Like you all are seeing that picture, you all are crying. Why? So those people coming and they're breaking your heart. So those are Yawjud Mawjud. The people who break you. Yeah. So those things is Yawjuj Mawjuj. That means like you are thinking from a different world, different people will come and kill you and eat you these things. No. It's not like that. Yes, the Israel only I'm talking. They are already there. They are already there. So don't trust this small children story. Some people saying, "You just know these are short people. Big people, they will eat the duster, they will eat the marker, they will eat the whiteboard." You are thinking like that. It's not like that, dear. So something it's among us. You know something. They say, they say like what do you say? Have you seen now you say a shaitan is with you only. They say you itself a shaitan only. What do you mean by that? It is your heart who thinks good and bad. So it is you is the shaitan. If you act bad, that means you are a shaitan. If you act good, that means you're a good person. So it is with us only. You understand? So I'm telling you, whatever the things that is happening, good or bad, it's with you. But you have to trust Allah. Okay? But because your friend told, because of someone else told, don't trust unwanted things and go. Okay? Got it? Right. Okay. So in the last day, you have Qabr. So after the Qabr, what will happen? The earth will crush. The earth will break. I don't know about it, Shakib. Like many people will say many things, but did they really see? My question is, people saying no, they will come and eat this and that. They will come from one year and go from other years. They will tell like that. No, you can ask question. Ninga kandingala. Ask like that. Did you see? To tell like that? No, right? Even Allah didn't even describe about them. Then how would you know that they will go in that way and all? No, right? So what will happen? Tsunami and everything will start to come, then the people will start here and there, and the earth will get crushed. And you don't know when the earth will be reformed back again. So that is the end of the earth. Got it? So think before you do something. So the reason You live is just because for ahira, not for the money, not for the wealth, and not to put someone. Okay, I'm only telling you, don't put someone down and grow. Always you be kind to everyone. It's okay if they are really bad to you, if they are creating rumors on you, it doesn't matter. You have to be a good person. One day you will meet whom you loved in the paradise. I wish all of you all are there, right? Okay, so what happens after the qabr? What will happen? You will go to the day of judgment. You will see the day of judgment. Then you will see the mahshar, you will see the bahas, you will see everything else, whatever you know there. Then let's move to the Kala Qadr. Let's move to the Kala Qadr. Now, Kala Qadr means what? Can you tell me? It's a fate. No, we say fate. Okay, guys, is it good to go for a fortune teller and asking your future? Is it go to the fortune teller asking, tell my future? Is it good? No, 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 it's not good. The reason, one thing they can lie you, other thing they can lead with the shaitan and they can tell you. But why do you want to know about the future and get sad now? Why do you want to get sad right now? Whenever they tell you a lie thing, you are being like, this is going to happen and blah blah things. No, don't go to ask your Kala Qadar. I'll tell you one thing. Whenever you talk about Kala Qadar, remember it is your, it is already written. We call it as what? Divine decree. Write this out in your book. Divine decree. So divine decree means there are 4 levels of Kala Qadar. First level is you have to believe in Allah's knowledge of everything. Okay, Allah is there. He will do best for me. Think. That is the first level. Second level, think, why did Allah create this earth? Why did? Now, do you know, you have a grass. The grass is eaten by what? Rabbit. The grass is eaten by rabbit. Then you are eating the rabbit. No, this is also written by Allah. No. Can you change this? No. So what is the second thing of Kala Qadar? You have to record. You have to understand why He created the earth. That is also Kala Qadar. Okay. Then the next thing, third level, you have to believe His existence. He will not put me down any day. He will never put me down any day. And finally, you have to think Allah is the best. You have to think Allah is the best. Allah is creating something for a reason. Allah is putting you down for something for a reason. Allah is raising you up for something for a reason. So He is putting you down and up. It is because to make you to understand why do your parents hit you? Why do they beat you? That means like beating you is not good, huh? But why do they do it? To make you to understand. If I tell you, do the work, ma. No, you're not doing. Do the work, then you will do. If I hit you, you will do it. So that means Allah is not punishing you. He is teaching you. If you fall, next time you know not to run. If you fall one day, you will understand what will happen. What will happen? Yeah, right. Yeah, Hashim, that's correct. We call it as the Talelit. Yeah. So now what do you mean by Kala Qadar? Can you tell me a way? Can you tell me a way to change our Kala Qadar? Now already Allah has written a story, Story is already done and it's going to produce it very soon. Very good, Manal. That's my only answer. Very good, Khadija. Dua. You have to do what? Lama. That's correct. Dua. How do you ask dua? First, asking dua. How? Now, you come across, you think when you do like this or when you keep your hands like this, something will fall. Don't think like that. If you keep it also correct. If you keep it also like this is also correct. Anyways, you keep it and you ask dua is correct. Divine decree means Aisha. Divine decree means we call it as Kala Qadar. Another term in English. Instead of telling you fate, I told you, we have to be very good in English. You are learning English with me. So divine decree means Kala Qadar, or we call it as fate, or in Tamil we call it as Talelit or whatever. I don't know to tell in what do you say? Singala. I don't know. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. So what I was talking about? I forgot. Yes, dua. Okay, now look here. So now what is happening is Kala Qadar was already written story. How do you change it? Dua. So when you ask Allah, Allah, okay, let's change her story. Let's change her story. That's how Allah change it. So unless you don't ask dua, Allah will not change. Allah will like let you get all the bad things. Like that only. So Allah loves those who ask in dua. You ask Allah, Allah give me a big luxurious house, give me this one and everything. You can ask, okay? I'll tell you, you can ask everything that you want, but don't forget the akhirah, man. You all are forgetting the ahira. You all are just doing everything in the dunya. So don't get attached to the dunya. Just focus on ahira. Automatically your dunya will be bright. It will be bright. Understood? It will be superior bright. Clear with that? Clear with that? Understood? Okay. All six beliefs. Did you understand all six beliefs of Allah? Did you understand? Yes. What are they? What are they? Repeat it with me. Allah, angels, books, prophets and rasuls, and day of judgment and kala qadar. Can you write a short note? Now I might have given in the tute. I can't remember because I like within a minute I made that question for you all. Because I had my exams today. So, like managing with my exam, as I promised you, I just sent you the tune. Yeah. Can you all, is there anything? Is there any questions related to that to explain? I might have given. I guess I have given. Yeah. Can you all write? Can you all feel that? Can you all feel that? Yes, Ashim, like begging in the sense, like, we have to ask Allah. We are servants of Allah. So begging means like Allah is not letting us to beg. He wants you to turn into Allah. He wants you to go near Him. Yes, Shamla will send. Okay, inshallah. Yeah, yeah. Give us short explanation. Can you all give short explanation? I don't want a big explanation. If you can give it, that's better. Aisha, I will definitely explain you that story later. Okay. You know what? We are running out of time. We have to study that is related to our syllabus. After that, I'll be sharing you good, nice stories related to the prophet stories. I'll be sharing you some jinn stories. There are some freaking things are there. I would like to tell you all. But first, well, let's focus on this. Now, if I go out of that, I would go the total out of route and I will, what? Tawheed means oneness of Allah, dear. There are types of Tawheed. I'll talk about that later. So, oneness of Allah, we call it as Tawheed. Or we can call it as Ilah. We can call it as Ilah. Alright. Aska, the thing is, you know what? I am I'm not only having these classes, I have the other classes as well. So I'm trying to manage, inshallah, as you wished. I will be sending all the tunes together. If not, let's see. Okay, you have to understand my situation as well, no dear. So let's try it out, okay? Tawhid Jamaat means I'll tell you what is that. That is different, dear Hashim. It's different. You are asking me a different question. No worries, Maliha. It's up to you. Right, if you all have done writing, let's go with the categorization of AQEEDAH. Probably there are more than 1,000, 2,000 prophets were sent, but the only 25 prophets were mentioned in the Quran. So only this number we know. Rest of them Allah only knows. All right, I hope that I am answering all of your questions. I have to manage both the side. Yes, okay. Maybe, yeah, yeah. That is also, it's predicted, it's that amount also predicted. We can't exactly say. That's what I told you. Allah only knows. Why should I tell? Like, if we don't know something, like, if we can't 100% prove it, that means we are doing a sin. Like, if I'm teaching something that is not 100%, then it's a sin. So that's what I didn't tell you. I don't want that. I will tell what I know. I will teach you what I can. I will do my best to understand the lesson, right? Okay, right. So, what are the six beliefs? Yes, Samsung. Samsung, can you rename yourself? I don't know that your exact name, no? Yes, Mosina, there are 1,24,000. So they told 1,24,000 prophets were sent. But the thing is, you can't 100% say. I can't 100% assume. But in an exam, they don't ask you DS, so why do you want to worry about it? 25 prophets only asked most of the time. The last article of the faith is Kala Kadir. I didn't come that, Hamdan. I'll explain that, Hamdan. Yeah, that is correct, Amika. That is the angel one only was turned into Bible. But what to do? Right. Okay. So what are the six arkanul iman? That is, let us write Allah, angels, then yeah, Allah, angels, books, prophets. Thank you, Hamdan. Yeah, you know, right. If I am teaching, there will be interesting, right? Yeah, day of judgment. You all right, huh? Don't look at the textbook. I can see you. Kala Qadr. Not seeing the textbook, you should remember you are a servant of Allah, right? So you should remember Allah. Okay. Okay. Shall we move with the next part? I can allow Hashim, but end of the session, Hashim. The thing is, while I'm explaining, if I give you the access to unmute, others will get distracted. And others will like, Allah, what is this? We can't understand. This person is disturbing. After they will scold you. They will scold someone else. So why do you want to get scolded? So we can like give you some time. Some people, I don't know. I'm telling you the point of view of students. Like if I am a student, if someone is unmuting, Allah, this person is distracting what I am studying. They will tell like that. So I'll give you all time to unmute at the end of the session. You can ask anything, but related to the lesson, man. Don't go out of the box and ask. It will be a big story I have to talk about. But no worries. Whatever the doubts, whatever the things that you have, you'll drop me a text and keep. One day I'll collect all of them. I'll do a session. I'll explain you the whole part. It's a very effective way, I guess. Instead of distracting in between the session, that's better, no? Yeah, I hope that you have got it. Okay. Anyways, thank you, Hashim, for your suggestion. We'll really like your replies. Yeah. Okay. Look here. Now we are going to study about AQEEDAH is going to get divided into four. AQEEDAH is, of course, past paper is done, revision paper is done, model paper is done, end of the month, unit test is there that you have to do. What is that? Via Google form. 40 unit test. Time is given. The person who does everything correctly, I'll be checking the time period. If he has done correctly, he will get rewarded. Rewarded, it doesn't mean like the other lectures, I will do a best for you all. Okay. It doesn't matter. You have to study well. In my class, you have to score an A. Every one of you all have to score an A. None of you all have to left just a B or C. I don't want A should be there, right? Shamla, what I have sent you, the tute is there, no? That tute is both common for grade 10 and 11. Like I'm combining the grade 10 and 11 only teaching you. So you don't want to worry, okay? Right, okay. So now what is happening? AQEEDAH is getting divided into what? Four. How are they divided? They are including this Arkanul Iman and they are dividing this arkanul iman according to four, like means according to the types. Let's see what are those four types of aqidah. We can say classification of Islamic aqaid. We can call it in the space. Like there are two ways. Okay, there are two ways to call. One call is one way they can ask you classification of aqidah according to the scholars. Next thing they can ask you classification of Islamic aqidah or aqaid. They can ask you, right? Now, when I take the four types of aqidah, the first type is connected to what? It is connected to the Allah. Allah is coming under the type of aqidah. We call it as ilahiyat. We call it as what? Ilahiyat. We call it as ilahiyat. There are different spellings, okay? Ilahiyat, this spelling also might come. There is another spelling. Ilahiyat. You can get two ways. I'm writing two ways because you should not take me wrong. There are two ways of ilahiyat. Ilahiyat, ilahiyat. There are two ways. Okay, it's Arabic. We are translate. That means we are like what do you say? You are transisting. That means you are turning that part. I mean, like what do you say? You usually type Tamil in English, no, same as that we are typing or we are writing Arabic in English. So that's what the spelling might go. It might differ, right? Okay, right. Now what is happening? Angels are coming under Ruhaniyat. You can call it as Ruhaniyat. There are two ways, huh? Ruhaniyat, or you can call it as Rauhaniyat. Rauhaniyat. I'm giving you two ways, guys. You have to be clear in your Islam, Islam past paper. They translate the Sinhala past paper to English past paper. Like they use the Google. They use the Google and they translate. So you will find some difficulties to understand what are they mentioning you. So I'm giving you the both ways. Now next class I'll give you vocabulary. Vocabulary means what some English word in Islam don't know. And they said your word, don't know that word, but by having the word. So I want to give you the vocabulary that is related to the Islam. Then only you will understand what are they telling you directly. You should know English. You should know Islam. You should know everything. So that's how. So angels are added to the group of Ruhani. Remember, what is happening is the books are there. No? The books are added to the Ilahiyat. The books are going to the group of what? Ilahiyat. Then prophets, we call it as what? Nubuwat. We call it as what? Nubuwat. Nubuwat means what? Prophethood. I'll explain each and everything very in detail, okay? Nubuwat. Or can write it as what? A different way. Nubuwat or Nubuwat. You can write in that way. Day of Judgment and Kala Qadr. Day of Judgment and Kala Qadr. You can call it as what? Samiyat. A Samiyat. Or you can call it as Ukhrawiyat. You can call it as what? Ukhrawiyat. K is silent. Ukhrawiyat. Ukhrawiyat. Right. What are the two types? Sorry, what are the four types? Ilahiyat, Ar-Ruhaniyat, An-Nubuwat, As-Samiyat. So we have to write that S-A-S, As-Samiyat, An-Nubuwat, Ar-Ruhaniyat, Al-Ilahiyat. So what are they? Can you write this in your book nicely? Yeah. Can you write this out properly? Okay, while you all write, listen to me and explain what is ilahiyat, or ruhaniyat, or nubuwat, or samiyat. Okay. Now, in English, now when we talk about, now when we talk about al-ilahiyat, another term that we call in English, we call it as theology. We call it as what? Theology. Theology means what? Theoretically. So now this is related to what? Now it is related to the Allah's attributes, His names, His books, His actions, His obligations, His results, and everything is included in what? Al-Ilahiyat. Now, if they ask you to write about Al-Ilahiyat, whom should you write about? You have to write about Allah and books. Ar-Ruhaniyat. The Ruhaniyat, I call it as in English, Saul. I call it as what? Saul. So Saul, you call it as totally Shakib, four sections. Four sections we have. Saul. So Saul, we call it as what? A Ruhaniyat. Book is belong to the Alilahiyat, Shifan. Book is belong to the Alilahiyat. Okay. Okay, Aida, look here. Aida, listen. Al-Ilahiyat means they're talking about Allah and books. So if they ask you to explain Al-Ilahiyat, whom should you explain about? You should explain about Allah, oneness of Allah. You have to say the final revelation of Allah is Quran. If you write that one, Al-Ilahiyat, that one. Ar-Ruhaniyat, we call it as what? Soul. We call it as what? Soul. So now when you talk about soul, which cannot be seen through our naked eye, it is unseen. The world, like angels, jinns, your ruh cannot be seen through our naked eyes. So that you call it as Ar-Ruhaniyat. Prophets. An-Nubuwat means we are talking about the prophethood. That means the time where the prophet received the prophethood. We are talking about prophethood. An-Nubuwat. Now, can you tell me the two things that is given to the prophets? Like, what are the two things? What are the two gifts given by Allah to the prophet? What are the two gifts? Can someone tell me? Okay. Very good, Lamha. Amir, good. Aisha, good. Hashim, good. Okay, send the meanings along with that. Right, okay. Look here. I don't have space, I guess. I'll write it somewhere here. Shall I write it here? Shall I write it here? The gift. Look here. Now, if they talk about gift, let me erase this part. If they talk about gift, the first gift is given is Mujisat. We call it as what? Mujizat. What do you mean by mujizat is we call it as miracles. We call it as what? Miracles. Can anyone give me another term for mujizat? Like it comes in the Quran or anything, we call it as what? Karama. We call it as what? Karama. The next one is what? Ismat. We call it as what? Ismat. Now you can take it as Q. It doesn't matter, it comes as K or Q. I told it's an Arabic term. It can come in any way you want. So ismat, that means free from sins. They don't do sins. Free from sins. Can you write them out, guys? Can you write them out and let me know? I'll go to the Asamiya. Mariam by 9. You can leave if you have class, no problem. You mean the Shakib, this one? You are asking me regarding this? Shakib? Mariam, I'm writing about the powers of prophets. I'm talking about powers of prophets, not the qualities. The gift is given by Allah to the prophet. The gift which is given by Allah to the prophet, we call it as what? The mujizat and ismat. Yes. It comes under nubuwat. It comes under nubuwat. Right. Okay, if done, let's move to the asamiyat. If done, let's move to the asamiyat. Yeah. Okay, right. Now think well and tell me, now what is the Iman? Iman means what? You believe in heart. You believe in by your heart, by your tongue, by your physical part of your body. Everything is trusting you. Like you are trusting, like like you're 100%. You can't tell the trust that much you are trusting Allah. So the iman has to be strong. If your iman increases, Allah will increase the love of you. And how can someone tell me how you can like have a strong iman? Like what? How you can keep away from forbidden things? You can't doubtful or do questionable acts. Like why Allah is doing? Allah is not loving me. Allah doesn't like me. Like if you tell like this, will Allah like you? Will allow you to love him? No, you should love Allah. Like you have to think, okay, this is real. There is nothing behind hidden. Everything is true. Everything is strong. We are one. Okay, one question. If someone asks you, are you a Moor? Are you a Malay? Are you a Bai? Or anything, guys, don't, don't separate us from you. Don't separate us. You all are like, you all are having a split. We all one. We all believe in Prophet. We all one, right? We are not the people. We don't have different races. We all one. We all believe in Prophet. We all one. Remember, we are one. We believe in Allah. We all Prophet. So why do we need a race? Why do we need to separate us? We all same. We all are unity. We all are unique. We all together we are strong. If we all of us are in unity, if all of us can stand others for other, like imagine someone is falling down, you are catching him, you are touching him, you are telling him, don't worry, I'm there for you, then you are a real Muslim. If you put someone else and if you talk bad about someone and if you want to take revenge on someone, remember next time Allah is going to do the same thing. You will not even think of it, the pain of it. Remember, do you like that Allah is angry or no? Do you? What do you feel that? Did you understand? Always remember, we all won. Okay, guys? We all won. If you fall, it pains for me. If I fall, it pains for you. So we all won. So in Islam, we all won. We all one people. We all love each other. We don't put anyone down. Because we put each other's down only today, those Palestine people are what? They are? Why? I can't tell that from my mouth. I'm really depressed of thinking. Do you understand? When we put someone others down, those people fall down and we don't help. That is what the people surround us is doing. Do you understand? Always, we should have a good bonding. Parents should teach the children to hold them tighter, even your siblings. Never ever talk bad about your siblings. Never ever talk bad about your parents. They are here for your reason. They are here for your reason. They're helping you throughout. Don't put someone down and grow. Next day you will fall straight to the pit. Got it? What do you say? We all won. Got it? Understood? Yes. Let's go to the Assamiya. Right. Now, when you talk about a samiyat, we can call it as what? Another term, we call it as what? A samiyat, we call it as ukraviyat. We can call it as what? Ukraviyat. Under this asamiyat, in English term, we call it as what? We call it as eschatology. We can call it as what? Eschatology. Don't ask me what is the meaning. The meaning only I have given us. Eschatology means they are talking about life related. Eschatology means like it's a psychological term. Okay, you are learning new terms with me. Eschatology means what? Life related. Something life related. We call it as eschatology. Like hereafter, the life in the dunya, ahira, like what are the punishments, what are the rewards, what are the last the resurrections, and all of them are learned by a samiyat. Kalakadir and last day of judgment comes under samiyat. Can you write them out? Let's move to the next part then. Yeah. You should write about Asamiyat there. Already you have written about Ilahiyat, Anubuat, Arohaniyat, no? So write about Asamiyat. Like parallelly do the work. Parallelly do the work. I sound, I guess now. Yes, Amika. That's what. What is the another term? Samsung. Can you change your? Can you rename yourself? Because I can call you very nicely with your beautiful name. Not Samia. You going with Samiyat. Samiyat. Samia is a girl name, man. Samiyat. A Samiyat or Ukraviyat. You can call it as Ukraviyat or Akraviyat or anything. I don't know. Like we have to. It's pronouncing. Sometimes maybe I might mispronounce it. Apologies. Okay. Right. I guess I'm not boring, huh? Am I? Yes, Aisha Amla. Okay. Glad to know. Glad to know. Right. Okay. Thanks. Right. Okay. Let's move to the next part now. After few days, now the Akida is also like what do you say? Now the Akida, everything was what? Akida, everything was created and everything was started to follow. Like we all were going in a very good way. Now what happened? Like after the Sahabas, the rulers, everyone like started coming. Like some people came. Now what are the people are coming? Okay, so now what is happening? Sahabas are coming, then rulers of each places are, these people are coming, all are gathering together. And now what is happening is some discussions related to the Akida. They're talking some discussions. Now what happened is, now these people, the people, big-headed people in your class also, they will have some big-headed people, teacher will be telling something, they're like, I know, they will come. Like before teacher tell what is the next thing, they were like, I know, I'm the one. They were like, like, the toppers, like the people who put the collar front, they are like that. So those people, we call it as what? The people who came to disturb us. Understood? I'm not telling bad about the people. I'm telling the people who are like, like they will run like they want to become the highest. No, same as that, the people in this case, the some rulers, some people came forward. What did they do is they brought the political clashes. They brought what? Political clashes. They brought the political clashes. And what else? They told the ideas of non-believers. They took some non-believers is coming. Like let's imagine you are trusting Allah, and someone is coming. Allah is the tree, man. Allah is the this thing, man. They will tell you some, like they will wash your brain. Yeah, so they will like wash your brain. Those people will try to bring the Akida down. So that's what is happening. The reason, let me write the heading as reason to lose the purity of Akida. Reason, what? Reason, the purity of Akida lost. That means the Akida was very, very beautiful, like a fresh flower. After these people coming, the fresh flower became just a broken, like what do you say, just a torn flower. It's like, it's not nice. It's like, it's too, like, it's not that attractive to see. So, same as that, what happened? These people, what did they do? They brought up their political classes. What else they brought? They, like, what do you say? Limit of intelligence. What do you say? We can tell it in another term. You can call it as what? Intelligence going beyond limit. Intelligence going beyond limit. Intelligence going beyond limit is the people I told you, knows everything, acting like overthinking people, over like, I know, and finally falling inside the well. So I know, all fish inside. Right. Okay. So that is about intelligence going beyond the limit. The next thing is, what do you say? Like suggestions. They are getting suggestions from the non-believers, like the people who don't trust Allah, those people also included. So we can say ideas of non-believers. Ideas of non-believers. Political clashes, intelligence going beyond the limit, ideas of non-believers. All of them, like I am giving you three things. I don't want to buy at all of the thing. Three things are enough. If you know these three things, enough, guys. Can you write this out? Now I have given the question in the tube. No, can you fill that out? Can you fill that out there? So now due to this, the purity of Akida was lost. And now what happened? People started thinking. They were started thinking. I'll continue. First write this out and let me.
Yeah, someone talking to me. Yeah. Okay, don't worry, dear. I'll get you the last note. Okay. The last note I was under the question. Now I'm not in the state of sharing the question. Cat, did you take the print of the tute? I sent you yesterday night itself. You should have go through the PDF. I have given the question. What is the reason for the purity of the Akida was lost? Or I might have given in a different way. The problem that caused to the Akida. Because of what? That is also can be taken Kashif. Still I didn't come to that, Mariam. I'll come to that. Still I didn't come to that. Once you're done, let me know. No, I didn't explain yet. I didn't explain yet. Yeah, the ideas of non-believers means, Amika, some people told, non-believers, they came and told, oh, there is nothing called Allah. Like they are lying, they wanted to become famous. That's what they have created a person called Allah. Like they start creating some rumors about Allah. So that is the thing that lost the purity of Akida. So those are the ideas came forward. Got it? Now what happened is, now once this was created, now after few days, now you know what, there will be some enemies. No, think about like you are going to grow. Think your father is earning well. Now what happened? The relatives, what do they think? Let's put them down. The plan is what? Plan A, put them down. Jealous. What? Plan A, put them down. Or go to a person and what do you do? Black magic will be done for you all, but not to grow further. Same as that happened to the Akida. Akida was spreading very positively to among the people. Then during the period of Ali radiallahu anhu, during the period of Ali radiallahu anhu, Ali Rali. Okay. So during the period of Ali Raliallahu anhu, what happened is the first group was from. You know, group means what? In your school also you have group, no unwanted group. That means you all are studying student. There will be a group to disturb you all, or there will be a classroom to disturb you all. So same as that, to disturb the Akida, there were some groups that was created. What was the group? The first group that was created was Mu'tasila. What is that? Mu'tasila. So Mu'tasila was the first group which was created during the period of Ali radiallahu anhu. So this Mu'tasila is considered as great sinner. These are the people who termed as great sinner. We say these people are like, those people are the great sinner. They believe in statues. They do this. What do you know? Now, some people take interest, no?
So they are called as kafir. We call them as what? Kafir. They don't believe anyone. So we call them as what? Kafir. Right? So we call them as kafir. Sorry guys, now my cat is disturbing. Right. Okay. So Mutazila, the great sinner, and we call him as what? Mutazila. What are the other groups that is formed? We call it as what? Kawarij. We call it as what? Kawarij. Other than Kawarij that you know, we call it as Kadriya. Yes, Kadriya, Jabriya, Mu'tasila. Then what else? Murji'a. We call it as what? Mur. Yes, Shia also correct. Shia also created. Yes, Shia also created. So we can say what? Murji'a. Murji'a. Can you write them out? Shia. Have you heard Shia Muslim? Anyone? Okay, I told you something like this, no, guys. Now you know what? Now we all are Muslims, no? We all are Muslims. Like the groups that has created in this way, we also have groups, no? We say Malay, we say Moor, we say like that. So we also considered as groups. Like they say this Moor people can't marry this people, that person can't marry this person. Like they create the groups, no? It's bad, no, guys. It's bad. Don't do that. Yeah, Shia Muslims. That's what I told you. Yes, Ummah of Prophet will be divided into 73 groups. One of the group will be Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama. Can you write them out? You mean the Shia Muslim? I can't tell like that. They are not bad. Bad in the sense they like there are different people. They believe different people. Like like what you say. Mutasila believe this people. Khawarij believe Ali raliyallahu anhu. That there are different people. So we can't exactly say whether they are good or bad. Now even the people who pray 5 times, we can't exactly say whether they go for paradise or not. No, the people who don't pray also, we can't tell whether he go for the hell or a paradise. That is decided by Allah. So we can't decide that person will go is bad or good. It should be you have to be good. Which word you mean, the Shamla, the last one? Imra we can take, but that is not in our syllabus. It's Murjia. 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 So, any doubts? So, any doubts, guys? Oh, yeah. Kafir also considered as group. The Kafir only we call it as Mutazila. Murjia, you mean this one? Murjia is also the group. It is also the group. Now there are some groups that is believing Ali Rali, like not Ali Rali Allah one who they believe in like statues. They believe in some things and they wantedly want to break the Islam. So those people also were considered as some groups. So those groups were like those people are like they will be going to the hell. Those people will go to the hell. So these people are like that is not what do you say? These people are rejected by Allah. Got it? Right. Done writing. Done writing. Yes, Manal. During the period of Ali Rali one only, they started creating. From that period only, they started. Right. Okay. Now what happened? Now, can you like imagine the Islam is getting decreased? I mean, the Islam is dying day by day. Will you just see and wait? Will you just see from your eyes that your religion is going to die? No. You will get angry. You will, what do? You will say, it doesn't matter. If I die, I will not let Islam to die. So it was said by the one of the famous scholar. I'll talk about it, Hashim. Wait a minute. Okay. So now what is happening? After few days, after few years, after Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam passed away, these groups started what? Spreading. They started spreading. Now I told you, no, after Ali radiallahu anhu's period, what was the group that was created? Mu'tazila. No. So Mu'tazila was created during the period of Ali radiallahu anhu. After the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam passed away, what happened? There was another group that was created. We call them as what? Shia. We call them as what? Shia. Now, what they were doing is they started telling Shia people told, I am the prophet. They started saying, I am the prophet, I am the prophet. Now, what happened? At this time, some imams, they came forward strongly. They told, no, they are not prophet. They said, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is already passed away and he has given us the charges to take the people who act as a prophet. So what happened? So who are those people? The first people is Imam. Imam. Now names are hard to remember. Why? It's too long. Imam Ahmad. Imam Ahmad Ibn Hanbal. Imam Ahmad Ibn Hanbal. Right? Second person. Imam Abul Hassan al-Ashari or Ashari. We call it as what? Ashari. Imam At-Tahawi. At-Tahawi. There is one more person here. Imam Mansur al-Madrudi. Imam Mansur I'll write it here, guys. Sorry, Madurudi. Right? Yes, Samsung. Right. Okay. Now what is happening? So after the Prophet passed away, what happened? Shia people came. Now these people can't wait. Now they started spreading bad about Islam. They started telling, I am the Prophet. He told, I am Ali alone. Like they created some some nuisance about Islam. So these people can't listen to this. What did they told? It doesn't matter if I die. I will fight against these people who come against the Islam. So what did they do? They sacrificed themselves to protect and preserve the Aqidah. So those people, you call it as Imam Mansur al-Madurudi, Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, Imam Abul Hasan al-Ashari, Imam At-Tahawi. Those four people, what did they do? They sacrificed themselves for just because to protect the purity of Aqidah. So they want to keep the Aqidah. So these people are belong to one group of prophet. What do you call them as? What do you call them as? Yes? Who knows that name? They are belong to one group. Yeah? Who knows that? Who knows that? They all belong to? Very good. Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. They all belong to one group. But it's the group. We call it as Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Or we can Jamaat or Jama also correct. Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. So that means the followers of Prophet and his Sahabas, we call them as what? Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. The only people who will go to the paradise is this group of people. So if you believe in Allah, if you believe in Prophet, if you are believing in Sahabas, then you are belong to this group. You understood? If you say, I am Moor, I am Malay, I am Bai, or if you tell yourself, if you separate yourself, that means you are not a Muslim guy. You are not. Why? Don't have the separation. Be all one. Prophet didn't tell no. Prophet didn't tell you to have these races. He told you have to be unique. You have to be you. You have to trust me. You have to trust my Sahabas, but not. That means you all created by yourself. Did Allah tell you to have more? Did Allah tell to have you these races? Don't have races. Be a Muslim. Be one. Be with me. Just be. Understood? Clear with that? Clear with that? Understood? So if you want to have a strong iman, trust Allah. You will win the world and hereafter. Iman has to be strong. If your iman is strong, if your amal is strong, successful in the world and hereafter, you will be successful. You will be taken to the paradise. Why? Your heart will speak one day. She was a good person. He was a good person. He did a great job. He didn't hurt anyone. Like it will talk. Understood? Got the idea? Clear with that? Understood? Yes. Yes. So, Amika, I'll talk about it. That is not in your syllabus today. I'll talk about it. I'll come with them. Yeah. The fourth Imam's name is Imam Mansur al Madurudi. Don't get confused, Amika. Don't put everything in your brain. You will forget what you learned. Just okay. This is what teacher is asking me to do. Okay. Now we have to study about three types of Tawheed. Are you ready to study that? Three types of Tawheed. Yeah, important. Memorize the names. Memorize means, are you going to memorize or are you going to understand with me? Understand like a story. If you understand, you don't want to by heart. This is don't want by heart. Just tell Imam Ahmad Ibn Hanbal. Think about someone like think in that way and you remember. So you don't want to worry. Right. Now let's go to the Tawheed. That is the last part of the lesson. That means it is not in your syllabus, but I want to teach you that. Clear? Shall I raise it? Okay, let's talk about Tawheed. So now when you talk about Tawheed, what is the term that we call for Tawheed? Tawheed. We can call it as Tawheed like this. The spelling can come Tawheed, or we can call it as Tawheed. We can call it as Tawheed. There are two ways you can ask Tawheed. So Tawheed means we can call it as what? Oneness of Allah. So oneness of Allah, we call it as what? Tawheed. So now one of the important part in AQEEDAH is Tawheed. The term Tawheed literally means like it makes something like one. It says one, it's oneness. Okay. So however, you have to understand Islamically, Tawheed means to believe Allah is one, only one God. So what happened? Some scholars, what did they do? Divided the Tawheed into three. Tawheed is Rububiyya. We call it as what? Rububiyya. What is the first Tawheed? Al. Have you come across with this name? Rububiyya. So now what is Rububiyya is? I'll write it here. You have to remember the uniqueness of Allah. Uniqueness. You have to remember the uniqueness of Allah. So yeah, grade 9 book, no? So you have to remember the uniqueness of Allah, like with the respect, like uniqueness of Allah. Then what else? So that is uniqueness of Allah. We call it as Al-Rububiyya. Okay, I have some tongue problem. Al-Rububiyya. Al-Rububiyya. Right? Okay. Now next thing is Al-Uluhiyya. Now some people have problem. Uluhiyya has come in the past papers. Uluhiyya. Al-Uluhiyya. Uluhiyya. So Al-Uluhiyya means like what you say, like you don't worship anyone except Allah. So how do we write it? Like oneness of Allah, oneness of Allah, not ruhaniya, dear. Rububiyya. It's a type of tawhid we are talking about. I'll see your message. Give me a second. Oneness of Allah. Uluhiyya means what? You don't worship anyone except Allah. So how do we write it? There is non-worthy. There is non-worthy of worship except Allah. Except Allah. Can you write this out? While that, I'll answer your questions. Yeah. Write this out. I'll go with the third one. Hamdan, that is completely fine.
that is like, if we can, like, this is when they, now during the time of Attahiyat, if the people are like they are shaking their fingers, it's also fine, it's completely fine, it's like it's not a like it's not a sin, no? But they tell don't do that, but if you do it also fine, it's not an issue. Yeah, they are different group of people, but I guess all of us are Muslim, no? We all are Muslim, but they have to think, we have to trust the Prophet, we have to follow the Prophet. If we follow the Prophet, we all Muslim. If we don't follow the Prophet, and if you do something upside down, then you are not a Muslim, huh? That is the reason, because shaking the fingers one day, you know, the Prophet was praying. Okay, the Prophet was praying. Zainab, what are the Prophet's name I wrote? Prophet's name, you mean the Nuh alayhi salam? I wrote only about Nuh alayhi salam on the board, I guess, guys. Am I right? Uh, someone asked me what is the reason that Prophet was like shake the fingers. The reason, because the reason, once Prophet was praying, then he was with Aisha radiallahu anha. So what happened is Aisha radiallahu anha thought that he was the Prophet is not moving here and there. She got scared. She panicked. Like, what happened to the Prophet? Then Prophet told, no, I am alive. So he just shake like this to show that I'm alive. So that is the only case. So people thought that is sunnah, so we had to do like that, not like that. Imams. In Imam's name, I'll write it after I'm talking about this one. Guys, done writing? Al Rububiya done. Al Uluhiya done. Right. Okay, you all have done with the Al Uluhiya as well. Okay, past paper questions will be sent very shortly. Aida Asamiyat means, what do you call extracology? So extracology, in the sense, you are like the life related. If you are believing Kala Qadir, if you are believing the day of resurrection, and if you are going according to that, that is, you call it as Asamiyat. Yes, don't worry, I'll upload the, you mean to the YouTube. I have to, one of my students will help me to do that. Let's see that. Okay. Okay. The last Tawhid is, what is the last Tawhid? The last Tawhid is Tawhid al Asma wal Sifat. Tawhid, let me write it properly. Al Asma, Al Asma wa al Sifat. Wa al Sifat. Wa al Sifat. So what is this is? You are affirming. Affirming means what? Yes, Allah is only the one. You are like, yes, you are accepting that. Not only that, you are like, what do you say? You are trusting his name. So what do you say? So we can write affirming, affirming oneness of Allah with respect. You trust Allah with respect, and you are respecting his what? Respect to his names and attributes. You are loving his name and attributes. So that you call it as Asma wa al Sifat. Yes, Ashim, don't worry. I'll send. Got it? Got it? So this is about Al Asma wa Al Sifat under the Tawheed. Okay, guys, now let's talk about beautiful names of Allah. Now I know you all have got beautiful names. Yeah, some people has got the beautiful names of Allah. So can you all send me one beautiful name with the meaning? Yeah, one beautiful name with the meaning. And do you know to explain that? Very good. Al Malik, King. Al Quddus, the pure one. Ar Rahman, the most merciful. Very good. An Nur, the light. Oh, yes, Aisha, there are types of people called Tawheed.
Al-Wadud, very good. That is most loving. Al-Khaliq, the creator. Miss, can I know the ending time of today's class? By 9. 10 minutes left. As-Salam, the peace. Ar-Rahim, most gracious. Wadud, loved. Yes, very good, very good. Much appreciated. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now, I'll give you few of them. I'll give you around 3 of them. See the difference. See the difference where you write it. Okay. Now look here. Okay. Look here. What class, Saska? Okay. Look here. Now I have to explain. If I ask you to explain the Allah's name, how would you explain? Now let's say Al Quddus. If I take Al Quddus, yes. If you memorize, yes, yes, Aska, free for the whole year. Now Allah's name is there. No, if you by heart Allah's name, this will be a key for the paradise. Okay, so I'm telling you now itself. If you want to go to paradise, just memorize every day after Maghrib. Just take the Quran, read it. You just read it. Like when you do it frequently, automatically it will be by heart. So Al Quddus. Now, when I talk about Al Quddus, that means what is the meaning? Absolutely pure. Absolutely pure. So absolutely pure. Now, if someone asks you to explain what is Al Quddus means, you have to write the meaning. One without faults. That means Allah never make any faults. One without faults. Write it with me. Next one. Let's take someone told me As-salam. Yes. As-salam. So now if I take as-salam, salam means what, guys? Salam means peace. We call it as peace. We call it as peace. So how do we write the peace? That means source of peace. Source of peace for his creatures. For his creatures. His creatures. Clear source of peace for his creatures. Got it? Yes. Then what else? Let's take Mumin. Al-Mumin. Easiest one to remember. Al-Mumin. So Mumin means what? What do you mean by Mumin? The faithful. I'll give the meaning right now. Faithful. How do you write the faithful one? You can write one who fulfills his promise to his creatures, who protects them from his punishment. We call it as what? Faithful. Faithful means, are you faithful, guys? Are you faithful? Are you fulfilling the promises given to your parents? Your parents are trusting you to sending your classes. Are you all fulfilling? Yes, you all have to be the faithful. You have to be. And one more thing, if you all are having the names of Allah, please don't misuse it. Some people, they give the name they give the name like Allah's name. They say like they used to scold with the filth. That means you are scolding Allah, not your son or not your sibling. Like you are scolding Allah. It seems like you're scolding Allah. Please don't do that. Okay. I'm telling to your parents as well. Please don't. If you are having the name of Abdul or if you, whatever the name you have, like if you have like let's say you are having a good name, what's let's say Hakim or anything, let's say like that. If you have that, if I say like the bad word, if I tell bad word, that means you are scolding to your son or are you scolding to your like someone else. It is you are directly scolding to Allah. So don't scold Allah. Allah is not involved in this case. Got it? Right. So that means I'm indirectly telling your parents not to scold you. Got it? Be good people. Be good people, huh? So I have already told them not to scold you. So they are like, you all are under my guidance. So I told them, okay, I'm taking full responsible. You all are not going to do any mistakes. So I'm trusting you all. Don't break my trust. Okay? Yeah. Right. Okay. So Al-Mumin, under Al-Mumin, you will get what? One who one who fulfills his promises. Right. Done. Okay, guys. So that is the wrap up for today. I hope that you all can complete the model questions by yourself. And we will have the past paper questions like after we done 5 units. After we done with the 5 units, we will have past paper questions practices. Yes, inshallah. Yes, guys. So, like, would like to listen from you all, inshallah. Yeah, if you're like my class, you all can send it through the WhatsApp, like whatever you all felt, because I can't record it here and I can't look here and reply. You all know, guys. So, have a good day. Take care. Assalamu alaikum. See you all in the next class. I hope that you will not forget my teaching right today. Got it? Right. Have a good day. Shia and Khawarij. Shia and Khawarij, they haven't given you any meanings. Okay, Shia means it's Shia was created